Howdy, countrymen. My name is Mthuli, Tex Ranger. Tex you Ranger. And me and my boys are gonna be riding around the country and diving into your deep pockets. So come on, boys, let's ride. Yeehaw!
My people, comrades and friends, welcome to another episode of The Week with me, Comrade Fatso. And what a week it's been. Tshabangu did a car crash interview, Moreblessing Ali's killer was finally convicted, and ED was at COP28. But first, Minister of Finance, Walker Texas Ranger, Mthuli presented the national budget, and it's shocking. The budget revealed that our biggest foreign currency export is not gold, not lithium, not tobacco, but brain drain. Yep. Diaspora remittances. What if the Hurumen strategy is to never create jobs and to continue exporting our people, so they send Shagi from Kuchando? The diaspora remittances amounted to $1.4 billion in 2021, $1.6 billion in 2022, and are now at 2.1 bidza for 2023. Saka, Zimbabwe's economy is based on economic refugees around the world who are still denied the right to vote. Mthuli had this to say.
Indosa program is actually a productive social protection program with a strong investment element. And again, there's a healthy budget allocation for that. So the budget has lived to expectations. There is something for everyone in this budget. It's balanced. It's got the right levels of incentives for those who are investing, but it's also the right levels, I think, of tax relief measures, as well as revenue-raising measures to keep the things on an even keel. And make sure that everyone is catered for.
Mthuli got one thing right there. There's definitely something for everyone. There's a tax for you, and you.
Someone! Wagwan!
The world's most expensive passport,
Guinness Book of Records.
Shaman! Wangu, unoiziya here $200. Njanayo! Andichatora nevanhu vasina mapassports ini.
Zaman makoneriwa. Agoinda!
Mthuli said, hold up, not so fast, to those trying to get passports and run away, as he hiked passport prices to 200 USA. I mean, that's 10 times the average cost of a passport in SADC. Even driving has become pricey, as tollgate fees were hiked from 2 USA to 5 USA for a small mshika-shika. Mthuli doesn't want us to drive or fly. It's like he's being funded nezupko. Minister Texas Ranger also introduced a house tax for anyone who owns a house worth 100,000 USA or more. Saka, pensioners who lost all their savings in the 1:1 Gejge era but managed to hold on to their homes will have to fight again to keep their houses from the taxman. How many times can a country rob its labor force? ECC MP Caston Mateo had this to say.
It's the worst budget ever presented by the Minister of Finance. And I'll tell you why. This budget is not people-centered. This budget is not pro-poor. This budget actually penalizes Zimbabweans. We have a variety of taxes that have been introduced or that the Minister of Finance intends to introduce, which are anti-people. But before I go there, I just want to say this budget has been presented in Zimbabwean dollars. Yet this economy has long dollarized everywhere, including the government, including state-owned enterprises. They charge you in US dollars. You heard the minister there saying that you are paying, your toll gate is $2. But as we go in January, they're proposing to put that upwards in US dollars. So everything else, even the car registration that he's talking about, that is increasing, it's also increasing in US dollars. The passport fees are in US dollars. So the whole government collects money in US dollars. But he presented his budget in Zim dollars, which is absolutely preposterous.
This is an anti-poor budget, at a time when we should be taxing the obscene wealth by the gold mafia and the rich that illicitly leaves this country. But no, the Hurmend goes after struggling working people and the povo. It's not sweet. Even soft drinks are being taxed. It's kuf-kaf. Kufa kana kufenda.
Tawere, tuvasara, tuvasereyo. Eka twali kombire.
Ndikumbura kuvunza kuti taxi rank rushanda sei.
Taxi akutwere apa fanaka, taxi akutwere yabona yapana kubo lithium lapana yobo lithium lapana balapa. Taxi akona. Yabona futhi lapana kubo fees taxi akona futhi civil servants futhi taxi ahlabe twa. Yabona fana. Uye ngayi we.
Endaweni
yeah, uyibonile taxi bikona futhi. Yeah, everyone wonke umuntu lama-taxi la. Wonke umuntu lama-taxi. Uhlela ngafana. Ume 100,000 kama 400,000. Akona futhi ama-taxi fanami. It's tough. Woni yangapla.
Ndatoconfuseka kuti taxi rank racho rushanda sei.
Yeah. You see mfana mina I've been a taxi rank for years. Ndiri taxi rank pana. Years. I see my taxi aya. Otherwise, Tuvasara.
Parody Secretary General Tshabangu this week became a double agent against himself in an interview with Blessed Mthuli.
But Secretary, are you even listening to yourself? You said Charlton Wende is sitting in the executive up to now and he's supporting you. And now you're saying he went well and he was fired.
No, he is supporting me. He is supporting me as an individual.
He went
right. Look, yeah,
so that he supports
he is supporting me as an individual.
I mean, this guy, he's used to recalling MPs, but this time he was recalling his own statements. Firstly, Comrade Monzora Light discredited CCC appointments made by Chamisa, arguing that such appointments require the recommendation of the NEC. So the question from Mhlanga was, who appointed you as SG?
Where were you elected as Triple C internal?
I was appointed.
By who?
By the leadership.
Which leadership?
Leadership of the Triple C.
Name them.
No. Understand, these matters are in court.
But you can
So
name
wait,
leadership.
no, I said leadership.
Yes, but you can name them.
No, leadership.
So you're formless, you're structureless, and you have no names.
Well, it's up to you.
He quickly made another jet reverse and went for the ZANU-PF coup mantra, there were criminals surrounding the president.
The criminals around the president, they are pushing from this well-structured organization because they fear the challenge, they fear the constitutionalism, they fear the leadership, they fear to be challenged, they fear accountability.
By who?
By the organs of the party. They fear to be challenged by the organs of the party. And then they are moving him away from the core principles, values, where this party was found.
Somehow, the people around Chamisa, like Biti, Wende, and Welshman Ngube, were also name-dropped by Tshabangu as his allies. So why does he have the so-called criminals in his corner? The name-dropping continued as Tshabangu highlighted Charlton Wende as his personal snitch in parliament, who gives him daily updates and who he was going to meet that very night.
Charlton Wende is comfortable. He is there in parliament. Comfortable. He is actually giving me the feedback every day on what is happening in parliament.
Do you have proof?
Yes, I will give you the proof.
Can you give us the proof?
No, I don't have it here. If you had really told me that you wanted that proof, I was going to give you. In fact, I'm going to meet him tonight.
What a circus it is in Nelson Private Limited. Tshabangu sounds more like a Maititi than an SG, the way he's giving away all his secrets on a Facebook Live. The opposition needs to get its house in order. Full stop. The climate conference, COP28, is wrapping up soon in Dubai. And the most important thing for us in Africa is to get rich countries and oil states to agree to phase out fossil fuels. The climate crisis is killing us. I mean, just look at how hot December is in Zimbabwe. And no rain, Jamai. We need the world to switch to renewable energy now. Use this link if you want to tweet at ED to tell him to push for a final COP statement that takes bold, decisive action against the climate crisis. Thanks for joining us on The Week. Follow Magama TV on social media. I've been Comrade Fatso. You have been the people. This has been The Week. Thank you. Watch out for Mthuli and Futsak.
Tsano, kuma ngazoti mkadzaruka rini?
Unfortunately, I can't do anything about that.
Tsano.
The British government. If they can't process the paperwork by the 1st of January 2024, there's nothing I can do.
Tsano mauda kuramba mukadzi mimi.
Inini? Tsano mauisa wachi mashoko murume wangu.
Aiwa mudaro.
You're putting words in my mouth.
No, I'm not even. Tsano ndatoona even pa Facebook. Ma Facebook matochinja status ngati it's complicated.
It is complicated.
Aiwa.
If they don't move the paperwork by the 1st, then ndowachengeta vari koko zvisene vana hana kumboramba ine. Zvikazongondiwanawo zvinongondiwanawo. Zvinenge zvazviwanikwa. But muri yangu ndoilava.
Ima muchada zvomuchato imimi. Ndikuona makutonakirwa netuma.
Boris Johnson got fired for having a party in lockdown. A British Prime Minister. Makuti inini ndopinda mu government office ndita corrupt. Ndidzingwe ndodzokera kunzara. Nokudhara.
Zviri muropa naye munongopinda motaurirana nawo town because inini I'm the one akakubatsira kuuya panapa katsana. Saka sister yangu inofanira kuuya ka. Zvite 50-50. Otherwise kana mauchada zvemukadzi mimi but rai kupuru.